Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to dive into the next 4 weeks money, career, success, opportunities, energies. We're going to start by pulling your symbols first. Then I'm going to dive into your coffee cup. And then I'm going to pull some cards through tarot. And also I have a special spread for this time, which is that one is going to be timeless because we're going to look into the intention for wealth. We're going to see if you have any blockages or maybe even some things you need to consider. Maybe you have a special skill that you are ignoring or you're not really seeing it as a special skill. Let's see what's going to come through that. And by the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's a free way to support the channel. We have a lily here with a spiritual love. This is actually Pisces. You are highly intuitive. This can be a gateway for you to manifest more wealth in your life. We have an apple here. Temptations will test you. Okay, so this can be about something maybe coming as an opportunity in your life. And this will also test you when it comes to your morals, maybe with spiritual sense or spiritual, it's going to bring something out of you. And I feel like the apple is not something that you should be avoiding. It is something that, like, think of it as fasting. There's a time to eat the apple, but there's a time to be, staying away from it. So it will test you. It can be through a person. And the temptation can be maybe at work. If you're working currently, it can be someone who is maybe trying to derail you by putting too much pressure on you, or this can be someone who is maybe like gossiping around about all the people surrounding you, and that can be a distraction for you and redirect you or maybe derail you basically out of your pathway. Okay, so this can be a fair man, dealings or relationships with a man, blonde, gray, or white hair. Someone, if this is a white hair situation, this can be someone older but now wiser. And we have here a bag, something important such as a new job or a raise coming forward. So this can be a competitive situation for you. Let's see if we're going to get a 5 of Wands here. That is going to require, this will test your internal integrity first, and then it's going to show you we have, this is 4 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Swords about resting before you take any action. And then we have 7 of Wands. Yeah, you need to protect what you have created because there is some opposition. We have the King of Wands. King of Wands can be the fair man here. What we see in the original tarot, there's actually a fair man sitting on the throne on the King of Wands. Can be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Someone passionate, maybe a little bit aggressive. So I feel like the spiritual love is you really tapping into your heart's desire. Maybe you are focused on a certain material outcome, but it doesn't really have any spiritual attachment to it. And as soon as you attach the spiritual meaning to it, to that desire, for example, maybe you want a new home, but that's just a thought. I want a home, I want a house, I want a new house. So what is the spiritual part of it? What's the emotional part of it? I want a home with a large kitchen that I can cook the meals for my family and I can throw a feast in there. Now it starts to actually take shape in the material world, right? So it's about the 4 of Wands is creating that world in your mind and connecting spiritually. 7 of Wands is warding off. The temptation will test you and that clears it out. I feel like this can be someone actually trying to take it away from you, bring you down. So you are actually using your wands to tell them you have a higher ground here. You have advantage. You're telling them, you know what, this is my dream. You cannot take it away from me. We have a crib here, birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. We have the bag with an important job or raise. They're both connected. This is something new. Broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted. I feel here great worry over nothing. Because we have a money path with money is waiting for you to find it. So this is the thing. I feel you have a certain wish and desire, or universe doesn't differentiate between the things that we think over and over again and our desires. It doesn't know the difference between. If you're thinking something over and over again, universe thinks that you want that thing. This might be something that a financial situation that you want to start new, you don't have clarity, and we have 601s with victory here, even though you keep thinking something that is not beneficial for you. Okay, you thinking, contemplating about something that is maybe happening in your life right now that's stressing you out. And universe takes it as a wish, but as soon as you redirect your attention to the money path, the victory, that thing that is observed as a wish by the universe is not going to be coming. I felt this energy here. This is not something that you desire. This is something that you constantly think about and worry about. And then when you find out that's like a great worry over nothing, you're going to change your mind towards the direction of your desires, which is the 6 of Wands is also your victory. I see here, I'm going to show you, there are like letters in this card. I don't know if you can see it. There's letter R, O, C, U. Okay, this can V. This can be someone's first name or the last name, like a Victoria. U can be another U here. Or looks like a Y as well. Okay, some letters there. Let's see what's happening inside the cup. 2, 3 tears of joy. On the bottom, there's a full moon here. We have passed the full moon and now we're going towards, I feel like, a new moon now. There are 2 good news outside of your reach right now. The paths are being paved towards it. You're going to hear about them. One of them looks like a seashell clam here. Might be like they all have like 2 pearls inside of them. Pearls are the gifts of this good news and the blessings, maybe something valuable coming through with this new good news to you, but it's not really revealed right now. It's not really, you don't really have clarity about what this is, how it's going to come forth. I see their phone lines actually showing up outside, so this is you really getting outside your comfort zone. There's a clean paper here. This can be a legal paper, this can be a contract, a new beginning, wiping the slate clean and restarting something. I see there's like a dome structure, but upside down. Here, this kind of looks like an eye as well. Like now maybe you're looking at things with different eye, different perspective. Like you're changing your angle while you're seeing things. I see there's a crowd here. This is actually from first week to the second week. They're gathering up. 1, 2, 3 people right there. And there's a dragon. Kind of looks like a goat with horns on top of its head. Dragon is Sagittarius energy. A goat is Capricorn energy. When we combine this together, this can be someone you're dealing with, basically extremely disciplined, but also they tend to be all over the place. Sagittarius is, yes, very adventurous and goal-oriented, but they're not as organized as an earth sign like Capricorn. So this can be someone who can really organize when the time comes and get things done. However, at this time, maybe they're flying to a different land or they're not really keeping up their word. I see letter R above this person's head. R can mean their first name or the last name. And I see there's like a sign of victory. A hand is making a sign of victory under it. There's a duck right here in between 2 people. Before you get to that dragon, maybe you're having a conversation with someone who has respect and love towards you. I see letter A and R there too. So many R's, guys. Reset. Coming forward. So you're having a conversation with someone here. Someone who has a loving approach towards you and your situation here. Maybe they are guiding you towards this another person that will give you advice or maybe pick up the paperwork and take care of the things for you. However, I don't feel like this is someone that you can give whatever is in your hand and trust that they will follow it up. You're right behind and on top of these things. You have to stay on top of it, because if you don't, they're just going to fly away and maybe get distracted. Okay. Like, that the fireflies in, like when they get approached to the light, that's like they get distracted. I feel like that's the situation of this person. They might also have a lot of things in their hands. So you might have to, without being, I don't mean being annoying, but keeping it responsible. I see there's a pathway opening towards the end of the first week here. I feel like this is like a path of thorns you're going through. I'm going to see if you get that path of thorns here too, because everybody got it, because it means uncertainty. You might be passing through a pathway that you don't really have certainty right now. However, it is leading you towards this new tulip, okay? I'm going to show you. I see two things there. Tulip can indicate resilience, and this is something maybe because they're... This, I cannot make this up. Everybody keeps getting this. Thicket of Thorns, uncertainty, because of... I feel like this is the time. This is like collectively we're being affected what's happening in the world right now. That's why you're going through the thicket of thorns right here, but it is leading you towards a good something. There's a sun shining over there. Okay, this too shall pass, and you're gonna get to the end of that tunnel. I told you tulip here. This shows that you're being resilient at this time, Pisces. By the way, comment down below. Let me know if this is aligning with you so far, and how you're doing so far this month. How are you feeling about what's happening around the world? The tulip is your resilience, your strength, your power, and then there's a teapot under it. So when you stay the course, when you keep going, when you keep your thoughts in the positive, and if something doesn't even come to you, know that there's something better coming your way. Also, at the same time, maybe you keep repeating in your mind the things that you don't want to happen, but then they're not happening. But that can be also something because if you're expecting negatives to happen and it's not happening, it can also create this kind of disappointment as well. But the thing is, the tea, hot tea symbolizes there's an information out there that will give you much more power and resilience. And I even see that you are hovering about someone shorter than you. Shorter can be maybe someone you think that has authority over you. When you receive the hot tea, you're going to walk towards this person and tell them, you know what, I know. I have information. I don't know the whole thing, but I know something. So do your thing, do your job, or help me out. And I feel like this upper hand is going to bring a clarity. And in this clarity, this is kind of looking like, to me, this money path. You see, those little coins are on the pathway leading you towards infinity, good times. I see the money path actually maybe coming as a bag filled with money here, okay? Timeline wise, when we cross it, it's like between the second and the third week almost, and then there's a person shows up, a woman who has a baby on her back. Women is the feminine energy, the creative part, and the baby on her back can be her creation. But because it's still a baby, it requires caring. And I see here horns of, maybe this is like an elk. Elk is the masculine side of the deer, and they're strong. And I actually saw, I thought it was like a Photoshop or something, but I think in Canada they can get really tall, like 2 meters high or something. It's just that they can get really tall. So I feel like this is someone who has a lot of authority, really big, and the size, and you're the feminine energy here. When I say feminine, because we have feminine, we have one masculine here. This is the creative part. You do a creative part here, and you bring something to the world, but the masculine needs to step up and protect it, okay? We can see the nose of the elk right there. The mouth is right here, the horns. So you need to allow the masculine to step up and protect it. The masculine can be government. The masculine can be an authority, okay? And the full moon is covering the sunshine here. Again, you have the uncertainty. You don't know how the masculine is going to protect it, but you turn your back towards it. You walking away from it tells me that you might not really pick their mind and understand how they're going to manage this successful moment, okay? So what's coming forward here is, there's a planet right here, and there's a flag on top of it, and you have the flag on in your hand. So, but what happens here is, instead of walking away, now you're sitting on your planet and talking to the authority here and showing them, look, I have authority over the situation, but maybe I need like your help here. And then there's merging happening. I see the planet kind of looks like a fish right now, and the letter B appears. Like B can be like Abraham, Abe, it can be in someone's first name or the last name. So seems like here, when you, instead of walking away, oh, there's a deer here too with innocence. Instead of walking away, if you decide to turn around and make a deal, which you will have your boundaries, your rules laid out properly, you will actually benefit from this deal with this person, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see here I think it's Ouroboros, the snake eats its own tail. Your desire has some time, but when the time comes, it is actually flowing so freely. And this is actually end of a cycle. That's what happens with that snake. It just consumes itself. Some things that there's a second desire also wants to show up here, but that one has some time. Okay, the first one is going to be maybe even triggering or giving you the confidence to do that. So the snake eats its own tail can be interpreted in two ways. The first way might be a person basically ending a cycle, retiring, leaving in the scenery, or maybe they're self-sabotaging themselves, even though like you do everything in your power to make things work. This person is not having it. Or this can be because I see there's like a war happening here. You see like the war of titans basically. Yeah, tears of joy falling out here. So as soon as I said the war of titans, it can even be like a situation that you are under the control of these titans. Maybe if you know the titans, the story of the titans are semigod, I think demigods, not 100% sure, but the thing is they fight over the power over humans, and we are the humans, as maybe we have been controlled by them so far, but now their fight affects humans as well. Like there's a term, when the elephants are fighting, the grass gets actually stomped on. I feel like here though, this is, if you can keep yourself out of that fight and do not get involved when it comes to material sense. For example, if you have money somewhere tied up in big companies, but you see they're fighting, maybe it's about time just secure yourself. And I see that the snake is going to eat its own tail. The cycle is going to end. It's going to be a new beginning, a reset. But you are going to be aware and you're going to protect yourself. I see here a crescent moon and a star. This is the symbol right now. Crescent moon, I interpret this as authority, and stars wish fulfillment. So at the end of the day, the fight might look like something that is your wish is broken, wishbone is broken. However, it can turn out in a way that it is actually end up being your heart's desire fulfilled. Okay, it's like something that doesn't really seem like benefiting you, turn out to be working out for your highest benefit. Okay, now I'm gonna pull the tarot cards for every week. Let's see what that has to tell us. I'm going to keep this here. This came to everyone because I feel as collective consciousness, we are all connected. Our minds are connected, and we are all getting affected right now, not having clarity about how the things are going to play out in the world. And when like one country makes a decision that affects all of us, basically. So let's see. I mean, comment down below. Tell me if you're getting, like economically especially, getting affected by whatever is happening in the world right now. Okay, I read all of your comments, guys. First, okay, what's happening, Pisces? You're doing good. You're doing great. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Okay, the universe is by your side. Second week, we have the third week. Wow, okay. I told you the authority is going to be supporting you. Maybe even giving you some of that authority so you can establish your own kingdom or queendom, okay? So what we have here is 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is, we see someone in the original tarot aligned all his cups behind him, looking at them. But we have here magic lamp and a genie delivering everything in your heart. The first week can be a good fortune time, faith in the universe that all will be well. And when you keep the faith, what will happen is the news will come. What do we have here? We have a dove, I think angel wings, and also we have is this like a falcon? So which is freedom. Oh, we have the dove here too, which is peace. So some of you are manifesting like spiritual love. At the end of the day, material things are going to bring spiritual love. This is you, Pisces. I'm going to take it as your energy, not like only hangman. And from choppy waters to the calmer shores, you're basically really getting an upgrade. Okay, because Nine of Cups has 9 different cups, you might be actually getting these cups one at a time, okay? But it is going to give you the hope that the things are going to be better. 3 of Pentacles here, teamworks make the dream work. So while you're receiving these things, you can actually advise with people who are knowledgeable, who can help you with that, manage these things. Or if you don't know how to receive, maybe something came to you, but you don't know how to receive it. It can be an inheritance, but you need to file a paperwork. The 3 of Pentacles can be symbolizing of the people who will be helpful to create this excellent work. On top of that, this can be something that you're working, maybe an office work, or you're trying to find a new job. Instead of going out there and just trying knocking on every door, this can be about finding the right recruiters. So somebody I come across, because I look for jobs. In the past, I look for a lot of jobs. I look in the LinkedIn, there's a website for jobs. And a lady actually said that these are just fake jobs. Like, how come a company requires the same position of people every bi-weekly? Okay. So that I experienced that as truth in the past. Like, that happened to me. And the best way to find a job is actually finding someone, a recruiter that you can talk to face. So that can be an example in your case. And there are a lot of people actually doing that. It can be, for example, maybe you're building a store for yourself and you think, oh, I'll paint the walls. Maybe it's going to be cheaper for you to find a professional who knows which kind of paint to use, so it will last for a long time and protect the walls, protect your products, and it doesn't get like moisty, whatever it is. Okay. So you can reinterpret this teamwork however it applies to your situation. It seems like, though, it's going to be a part of your wish fulfillment. Second week, we have Ace of Swords. We have a young boy here holding a sword in his hand. This is not just like it's not exactly like the original one. And what I see here is you can see 2 eyes on the sword. These are green eyes, actually. We have blue eyes too. Blue eyes, the evil eye, protector. Evil eye. So the idea coming to you is going to be something very valuable. And the green, I feel like this is the emerald color. It can also have a material value in there. But before you maybe expose it to everyone, you put some blue beads on it, like these guys. These blue protection color, it's a protection color for your ideas. And the butterfly is the metamorphosis that this idea is going to help you also evolve, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Okay. And also when the idea comes to you, or this can be advice, idea, truth being revealed, you being able to speak your truth and communicate yourself clearly. So remaining objective is important. Do not react to the situations. And it seems like here, when you stay calm, cool, collected, help will be given to you. 6 of Pentacles is your needs and desires being magically fulfilled. And not only like just staying there, I told you that you are going to turn into a King of Pentacles here. Not only receiving your heart's desire, this will give you an upper hand to be able to help others as well. Okay, so it's looking very good so far. Within the 3rd week timeline, we have a King of Pentacles, and he kind of reminds me of the Hierophant because he's sitting on the box right here. So he's not really very expansive with an A, EXPA, expansive person, meaning he doesn't like to get outside of his box too much. However, this doesn't mean that he doesn't like luxury. You see, his throne has all these beautiful gems, blue and turquoise. Oh, no, that's green actually. Blue, green, red. So he's connected to blue. We can say the green, a heart chakra, or if it's turquoise, we can say throat chakra, third eye. and also crown chakra and the root chakra. Root chakra is grounding energy. So root chakra is manifesting your material desires into this life. So the third week, you might really feel that authority, that when you receive the help, this will put you in a very secure place mentally. This is the Midas touch here, everything turning out beautifully. And might be also a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, a supportive parent or spouse, a good person to work for showing up here. And this person is not really like, I am the authority here, I'm going to control everything. No. Maybe this is something that you have been facing all the time in the past, and now this is going to be completely different because he's giving you authority, sharing it with you, and maybe sharing money with you, sharing power with you, and that's why you turn out as the Knight of Pentacles in the fourth week here. The thing is, though, the hard part is going to be letting go of the past, okay? So you might step into this environment that, oh, they're going to use me, abuse me, they're going to use all my energy, I'm not going to get compensated properly. So that's also something negative and in our head. And sometimes if you're so attached to those negative thoughts, you tend to hold on to them really tightly, like they're a part of you, but they are not a part of you. You're not your thoughts. You're a divine being. You're not your thoughts. And letting go of that past, because Swords energy is thought and intellectually like trapping yourself. Letting go of that is going to be a little bit painful, but it's going to be sudden as well, because it's going to be like a life turning around, completely turning around. We have the second Six of Wands here. So fourth week is your victory moment. And this is a guardian angel or someone who watches over you, protecting you. And you're going to be given an authority. This authority will require you to plan carefully before taking action and pay attention to the details. And also even create your own castle for yourself, so you can go live inside of it, just security for yourself. And this is a moment of victory for you. We have two horses already, white and black, which is also, horses are wish fulfillment. This is your heart's desire, your wish fulfillment coming forward. And the broken wish I feel here is the thing that you think the worst case scenario is going to happen, and that then doesn't happen. It can be a little bit maybe depressing, because maybe you have been attached to those thoughts for so long. Okay, now let's get to your intention for wealth. We're going to look into four main subjects here. The first one's going to be your beliefs about money. The second one is what you need to work through about that, and the third one is your feelings about wealth. Okay, this is first, let's dive in, and then we'll just interpret as we go along. So this is going to be for, like I said, even though the reading is for next 4 weeks, this is actually for the long term. It's affecting for you to receive wealth. Destiny here, this is your beliefs about money. So you might be feeling like, okay, if it's meant for me, it will find me. If that's the belief, that's a good thing. But this is also a black and white energies we see here. You don't see the blue and the purple first, meaning maybe you're thinking, if I work, I get it. If I don't, I don't get it. So it's like very crystal clear and black and white. This is about your money belief, okay? And let's see what you need to work on here in order to clear that. Take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? So you might be thinking, yes, the sacrifice is letting go of the old belief that if I do something, that's how I get the money, or if I get this money, it is going to fix my life. Maybe there's also something behind it, but you might be seeing everything black and white about your money belief. But what you need to work through is the gossip here. Gossip is, this is the heart chakra. In your heart, maybe you're feeling that there's a judgment. Okay, there's a judgment here. This actually supports being free. Dance is moving your body, honoring your moment, and you need to work through that. You're limited with black and white, and there are other options here. Maybe you have a profession, that's the only way to bring money in, but the gossip here tells me that this card is warning, actually, that you may lose a valued relationship if you don't appreciate what you have. Okay, gossiping, talking about other people, for example. And the relationship that you have with your past, let's interpret the other way around, with the money, that maybe you need to lose it in order to form a new one. Okay, that's what you need to work through here. And if you're gossiping about the money, also, money is an entity, it has energy. We put, actually, it doesn't really have a black and white energy, it has a neutral energy. But if you speak of it in a bad way, that's something that you need to work through. Okay, take it as a good friend rather than something that you gossip about. When it comes to your feelings about wealth, money and wealth is two different things, guys. You can have all the money in the world, but you might not enjoy it because there might be some physical problems. So here we have the wealth energy. You might be feeling, okay, about wealth is your root chakra. To enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love. What truth am I embracing? Okay, so if you have an idea of about wealth, it is something that is bad for me. It is that wealthy people are bad. Maybe there's a negative belief that you're carrying within you about that, that you need to let go of that. I told you that that's going to be something maybe looking like a broken wish when you let it go. However, it is going to start healing things. And potential outcome is, I told you that you believe if I work, the money is going to come. And the potential outcome is if you actually can understand the things that when you work through your relationship with the money and when you form a good one, you don't have to be the workaholic anymore. The things are going to actually come to you freely. And most of the time, probably they're coming freely as well. Okay. Am I working too much and suffering from burnout? So that's going to be leaving, and more of your talents and the more the fun that you have with your life, the material things, is going to flow to you easily. Okay. I'm going to pull now your oracle, and then we're going to pull a divine feminine, because money is a feminine energy. The better it's treated, the better it comes to you, wants to stay with you. So let's see. We have here the raven spirit. There's truth coming forth here. Whatever the truth that maybe you're holding on to might be also coming to you. Face it so you can release it. Yeah, frog spirit with a renewal. And we see the frog prince here is turning like a frog as the prince, turning into the prince at this time, or the victory. So something maybe you see as something bad can turn into your lifelong dreams. And we also have ancient oak spirit. A new door is opening to an unknown world, which is your strength, making you stronger basically, and also maybe helping you hold more money in your life. Bring more and hold more of that. Let's see which divine feminine will be supporting you during this journey right now. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. She kind of looks like a Greek goddess to me. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So this, I feel like, about the money. If you're feeling homesick, if you're feeling like, okay, I need to go somewhere, or maybe if I don't go, I'm not going to be able to make money, and away from home, it's not going to stay with me. This is basically telling you, wherever you are, your heart, wherever you carry yourself. Another thing with that is when you run away from your problems, you always carry yourself with you. And most of the time, the root of the things is how you're feeling about yourself. So this is basically telling you that you are sacred sanctuaries found within you. The solutions, the answers are within you, okay? Tap back into that energy. You can ask for the goddess of sanctuary, Hestia, to help you find that sanctuary within you. We have here Green Tara, one of the strongest and most powerful protector, is a female actually entity here. The Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Basically, your wealth lies when you take action. Like, it's going to be created when you start taking action. But this doesn't mean randomly, forcefully, like by dragging yourself to take action. Your sanctuary is producing already the ideas of which kind of action you should be taking, or bright inspirations. And when you apply, if it doesn't work out, go back to your sanctuary and pull another idea from there and go with that inspiration, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.